So, I usually write poetry, but everybody else did a poem, so I'm gonna do a poem too. Okay, this is called My Summer Vacation. Are you laughing, Marika? Just know it? Okay. Call me naive, but I wasn't aware that some men have preferences for a woman's hair. Seriously, I had no idea that they cared about styling and grooming and primping down there. A blissfully ignorant hippie I was, wantonly passing around this hot tush, not having even the faintest idea of the offenses I was committing with this burning bush. No one ever told me what I had to do, of the upkeep and time and care that is needed, and I never bothered to check that shit out. These stupid assholes should be glad just to see it. My mom and I never had a chat about sex. No heart-to-heart talks about sperm, joining eggs. She never taught me how a tampon goes in and could hardly be bothered to help shave my legs. Little did I know that everyone else was on some pubic hair maintenance plan, trimming and waxing and naring, oh my, probably at the insistence of some stupid man. Well, thank God I only fuck pieces of shit. It's true. Not by choice, but it's slim pickings. Okay. Who could give a shit less what they have to dig through? Foraging around a forest is so not a problem for a dude who forgot that he'd left on his shoes. Until down from the heavens an angel did fall, and when I say heaven, you should hear internet. An angel. This dude was such a butthole just thinking about it. Okay. An angel means dude with a good email hustle who had a number of prerequisites before we'd even met. The most startling of which was not his request to put on a dog collar and be my sex slave. Oh no, that was preferable, as a matter of fact, to his suggestion that my lady parts be sculpted and shaved. Do other girls do this? I wondered aloud, then texted every single bitch in my phone. Oh yes, absolutely, was the resounding response. How else can you expect to find a hot dude to bone? Who the hell cares, this hairy feminist rage, channeling my internal Gloria Steinem. But hot dudes had proven to be somewhat elusive, and my labia and I were determined to find them. I'm calling to make an appointment, I whispered, voice filled with shame and fear and doubt. Ugh, what do you need? Snapped the bitch on the phone. I want someone to rip my vagina hair out. I went on a Wednesday, directly from work, to ensure that my punk ass went through with the plan, and met with Yelena Oksana Marie from Belarus, Romania, Uzbekistan. Take off the pants, she commanded and smiled. Let us see exactly what we dealing with. I did as she asked, and she gasped in surprise. For how long are you have been growing this shit? I lay on the table and said, just clean it up. Dying from embarrassment and blistering shame. My mom is Bohemian, I ironically joked. And she said, no, I don't think I'm knowing that name. It's just like the gynae, I said in my head, trying desperately to calm my poor self. Pull tight the skin, Yelena instructed. Whoa, wait a minute, bitch, you need me to help? For 25 minutes I pulled while she ripped. I was irritated out of my mind, so much work. Oksana was huffing and sweaty as hell, while I almost cried because that shit hurt. The room was too hot, the lights were too bright. I thought for sure I was going to faint. I almost am finished, Svetlana came up to say, And then I felt hot wax being spread on my taint. What are you doing? I screamed way too loud, trying to peer at her over my gut. I thought she was just going to do some spring cleaning. Why was she tearing hair out of my butt? What is the wrong? Olga asked innocently, wiping her damp unibrow with her sleeve. Girl, you tore my whole asshole apart, and it feels like you splashed it with hot bacon grease. So I let her finish. What else could I do? I couldn't walk around with a half-naked coon. I paid $90 in my hard-earned cash and checked into the nearest emergency room. I jumped in the shower as soon as I got home, looked out and said, I haven't seen you in years. But it was so hard to tell what she really looked like through the ouch and the oh and the yow and the tears. Needless to say, my gentleman caller was hardly worth the effort I put in. But it's not his fault. To match me, he would have needed the penis of 10,000 strapping young men. There was newfound power in my freshly bald eagle, and she made demands no mere mortal could fulfill. So lonely and celibate and horny I remain after my vagina came back from her trip to Brazil.